Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 31 of the Jar Media Corncast. Today we are joined by the entire gang. We are all here, we are all present. And I hope you've had a good week and future week. And hello! Say hello, boys.
Dingle.
Could you tell me about that song that was made by Kanye West and Jay-Z? The one where they're in the French capital. What was it called?
No, I'm not falling for that one again.
What do you mean fell for it or fall for it? Sorry. You dived right off in at the opportunity last time I said it. You were like, I was like, what's that song called? Jim didn't say anything, but you just waited.
We were both listening to Watch the Throne, and you specifically said, "What's the third track in Watch the Throne?" And James just guessed and said it.
You just said it.
Yeah, head first. Didn't even know it was the third track.
No, I didn't. But, it's not offensive, it's okay. Well, no, really, is it actually problematic to say the name of that song? Because it's actually a name of a song. Like, is that...
You could just say N-word in Paris. N-words in Paris. You just say that.
I always just say Wiggers in Paris, personally. But, that's me.
That's not the name of the song, though.
I know.
That's a different song. That's Wiggers in Paris. We're talking about a different song.
Yeah.
How long until we get past that point? Like, wasn't it in the first 5 minutes? It's best to not swear too much in YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, no. What I do is I just clip the swears and then reverse the audio. That tends to get past the scanning thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
The great YouTube scam complex, as I like to call it.
Scam complex? No,
Yeah,
it's probably
scam
just a bit confusing to those listening, and they just hear bleh every now and again.
Well, to be honest, out of all the Jarlings or Jar members, I swear the least. I'm pretty good with my swearing.
Is that true?
No,
Yeah,
it's not true.
Swear. I never swear. I don't know what James is
fuck
on
up,
about.
nigga.
I think it's time to scrape into the bottom of the comment barrel. How do you guys feel
I
about
really
that one?
don't like that this is stuck around. I didn't mean for this to happen.
It's just
It was
words have
meant to.
consequences, You can't just throw out a concept like that.
We're gonna have to fucking put a trademark on it or some shit. People are gonna be.
Did you see on the
forward for it.
Reddit someone put a picture of a pistol head on staring down the barrel, and they were like, yeah, when you're looking down the comment barrel. Before we get too deep, let me just shout out the patrons over at the Jar Media Patreon. We did a little vote to see where the patron section should be moved to, if at all. The vote said to keep it in the middle, so we'll keep it there for now. Leave your feedback though if you have any thoughts on that. Casino Productions is going to start off a comment barrel. And it goes a little something like this. Haha, haha, hee hee, haha. So what they're referencing here is, and I'm sure you guys didn't pick this up, but in the last episode, as I was going through it, I kind of spliced in clips of Ray William Johnson from the Stereotype song has an opening and an outro where he's kind of talking to the audience.
Yeah.
Stereotypes I've always found stereotypes to be kind of amazing.
Funny.
Yeah. Here's a little song I wrote about. Yeah, so I kind of snuck in the clip so I could put Feet Puff Puff in the title. So it's kind of like an interview, but I hope people enjoyed that. Pastor Jim regarding the patron segment says, an idea for the patron segment, perhaps you guys can record the segment after the cast, then insert it in the middle through editing as to not ruin the flow of the cast as you are recording. Not sure if this will require too much editing, but it's just an idea. You know what, Pastor Jim? We're way ahead of you. We started doing that weeks ago, but instead of recording it after, we record it first. It's the first thing we record and then put it in the middle.
It cleanses the palate for the cast.
And it's like a vocal warm-up too, you're just saying words. Leo Kirby has a question for you, James. Following on from last week, can James express his opinion on Undertale?
Undertale?
What's your opinion on Undertale?
Well, I've not really
FNAF
played
last
it.
time, right?
I think, yeah, it was FNAF.
What do you mean you've
last
not
time.
really played it?
I've not played any Undertale at all. I've only really listened to the soundtrack, and I've just seen stuff of it, but I've never played it myself. I respect it, and I always will. I guess that's the most I can really say about it.
Yeah, it's one I've always been meaning to play, but I just never got round to it. Daryl Barnett can round off this segment. This is regarding the bathroom scales question or topic that briefly came up in the last episode, where we mentioned that there was a bathroom scales that could measure bone density. So they said bathroom scales send a very small electric current through your body. Since bones, fat, muscle, and other tissue all conduct electricity at a different rate, the scale can then calculate your bone mass. So that's how they do it.
That's fucking mental. I want to get myself one of those.
Turns out it's not just a couple of spikes that you stick into your feet. Has to touch it to measure it, sort of thing. But... well, yeah, okay, I'm glad we're done with the barrel. It's quite an intense segment, I've got to admit. Just changing the name just ups the ante, but
we're getting some proper slime.
We have some important topics this week. I just remembered one too that I didn't note down. Jim, you'll know about this.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be a Reddit king, Jim?
Fuck yeah. I do feel more complete.
Wait.
Do you feel vindicated?
Change the way you need to say edit. Alright, you need to start the sentence of edit.
I actually don't know enough Reddit lingo to...
Okay, well, you edit. Okay, say edit, and then just say something about Reddit Gold, and then...
edit,
you want after that.
Funny, Reddit Gold, ugly face. So, yeah, for people that don't know, I've been fucking ripped off. Some dude is profiting mega Reddit Gold off of my funny joke, my funny tweet.
It's my screenshot.
No, it isn't.
Isn't it?
No,
Yeah,
look at the
it's how it-
screenshot. It's from the perspective of me.
Oh no, it is from the perspective of you.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, but sorry. The context here is that a picture of Jim's iMessage that we tweeted on Jar Media's Twitter like years ago.
No, I'm pretty sure I tweeted it on my Twitter because people have retweeted
really?
it since. Yeah, people have retweeted it since it's blown up on Reddit.
Oh, I assumed I just posted it on the Jar Media Twitter. But yeah, that probably makes more sense if it is your screenshot. But yeah, 3 days ago on r/sadcringe, the caption "damn" with a sad emoji. User HadeZ66. Yeah, just re-uploaded that very screenshot from your Twitter, and it got 13,000 upvotes and got on the front page of of Reddit. So yeah, Jar's sneaking in there into the front page of Reddit yet again. You know, you got James sneaking into the Yogs somehow. You know, it's always in the back end, just sneaking in there. And the comments are absolutely bizarre too, because they're all like from people who don't know like the context at all. So like the top comment is, "Can we just appreciate for a second that he apologized?" That's in reference to the actual post was it's like a picture of me smoking a cigar, pulling this like bizarre face.
You look like
saying
Gordon
problem.
Ramsay.
Yeah, I look like Gordon Ramsay with the remark just saying problem ? And then you said many problems. Jesus, no offense, bro, but you look fucking awful. And then I just replied, "Well, sorry about that, bro." Yeah, someone in the Reddit comments was claiming to be me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Pathetic.
Which is really cringy. And they got some like Reddit rewards. Someone gave them a reward like the seal or whatever the fuck is. I don't know how it works or what the point of that is, but
It's just fucking cringy as fuck. Actually going out of your way to like get clout from someone else's fucking image on Twitter. Like fuck off.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about this?
I mean, I don't like it.
I'm furious.
This
Yeah, I
Reddit
think
Gold
it's
should be
shit.
lining my pockets and maybe a bit of your pockets as well, Alex, for
We need these.
seeing the picture.
Yeah, you
Well,
guys deserve
no,
those Reddit
yeah.
shekels.
No, listen to this. The post, the original post on Sad Cringe has a helpful award, a wholesome award, a silver award, and 6 hugs awards.
They should be your hugs and
Yeah.
helpful rewards.
r/sad cringe rules. Number 1. Posts must be sad and cringe.
I mean, this is the thing. It should be taken down. People were accusing that it was fake. People were saying the image is fake, like it was made to go on Reddit
Oh, right,
on
yeah,
Sad
yeah.
Cringe. Which
you
is
guys just a fake. You have a fake relationship.
Yeah, the way we talk to each other,
It's fake.
to most people, it just isn't real. But no, it's bullshit. This person has stolen an innocent, funny, both sides, I believe, in this interaction were having a laugh. You know, you took the picture knowing that you looked fucking weird, really fucking weird, and I just addressed the fact that you looked fucked up in it. And it was a little joke between the two of us. So I'm afraid it does not belong on Sad Cringe.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm with you, but I don't know. It's a huge subreddit, 931,000 members.
Well, then they need better mods, I'm afraid.
Damn. Okay. Well, in other news, I'm about to post an article in the Discord.
No, I'm just going to say something. Do you know what is Sad Cringe, though? Sad Cringe is stealing another picture to post on the Sad Cringe Reddit to get clout. That is Sad Cringe.
Yeah, welcome to
Damn.
Reddit. No,
That's a good point. Maybe the fact that they had to steal a laugh between two people to then be interpreted as Sad Cringe to go on Sad Cringe r/Sad Cringe, that makes it
that's
Sad
all
Cringe.
of social media, though. Like if you on Twitter, the equivalent is people who just steal tweets, and then they get hundreds of thousands of likes or whatever it is. So, yeah, it's all just regurgitating cycles. It just makes me wonder how many images must be out there that you just don't know what they're being used for and how it's being shared, and how without any context it is weird to see people interpreting it without knowing who we are, because that's how it was probably intended to be seen. It was on your Twitter, you have to know who you are. But
that makes it extra weird, because it must have been 3 years ago that I took that screenshot and put it on Twitter. So either someone just had that image saved on their phone for 3 years, or PC or whatever, and then just happened to come across it and couldn't remember where it came from, or they went back through my Twitter 3 years and saved it.
Yeah, either way, bit of a meme, bit of a sad cringe. But speaking of sad cringe, actually, let me post this article in the Discord. I need you guys to open, and I hope you haven't seen this yet, because I want your genuine reactions. I'll just post the article. So this is WoW News Today. Photo, full costumes revealed for Marvel's Eternals.
I was actually just looking at it on our subreddit, and I thought, this is a joke. This is a joke. This isn't real. It's not a joke.
So, yeah, I guess
some intern had to Photoshop that together.
Yeah, an image of the superheroes of Marvel's upcoming film Eternals has surfaced online. So I guess it's promo art, but it is the most bizarre promo art I have seen. It looks like a combination of... What actually reminds me of the most is on DeviantArt, people would make these fan edits. It looks like a fan edit on DeviantArt. All the faces are just a bit off. They're not lined up to the bodies properly.
It's the worst is the kid in the corner.
I was going to say the woman on the
the
bottom
woman
right.
on the right. She looks like her face has just been taken off.
Look at the one on the left. The little one on the
yeah,
left.
the kid.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah.
I had to when I first saw it. I was like, this looks such a deviant art graphic design is my hobby type.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
shit. But then I realised it's actually fucking real.
It was a joke. That's just terrible.
Honestly,
No,
the best looking one is CALNE and
Yeah,
Journey.
I was going to say that for sure. But there's this Twitter account I've seen a few times recently called like terribly made like fake movie posters.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it.
And it looks like that they've
It
just
does.
photoshopped all these actors. But don't you find this kind of offensive? Like they've clearly got this really broadly diverse cast, but who do they stick right in the middle?
White man. That's what I thought.
Yeah, normal white guy.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
It's so fucking typical.
And I thought Angelina Jolie was in the movie too. I would have thought they'd sell it on her back, but
She's not pictured. I didn't even know she was in it. Saw in the article it just said she's not pictured. I don't even know who her character is.
I just figure without Angelina Jolie, who is the the main draw from this cast here?
Kamal, obviously.
He should have been in the middle. He's been
Yeah.
big news with getting ripped and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like the only one of these actors that I know, unless that's
I recognize the top left guy. This whole idea and like looking at the original comics. I like doing that whenever Marvel tries to release their new cool hot IP, and then I just go and like Google the original comics and just see how fucking lame like all the original stuff is. Yeah, this is one I'm really gonna have to wait and see how they're gonna like try and adapt this into something that works, but I just have this weird Green Lantern vibe off it with the way their like suits are kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't know, they don't look like they're wearing clothes. It looks like CG Iron Man-y kind of, I don't know, it's all like promo art, so it's hard to tell, but
But how
Seems
many
like a bad
characters is
idea.
there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's more characters than in the first Avengers movie, and each one of those characters had their own movies.
and they're all immortal too. They're a race of immortal beings. So
Jesus.
Can
So the film is just going to be boring as fuck.
Can I mention how it's a 16-month calendar for 2022? How does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that what this image is from?
Look at the
the-
bottom
the
right of the
bottom.
image. A 16-month 2022 calendar. Are we getting
Why
a few
have
extra
they-
months next year?
That's the thing that people do. They give you a few extra months just, to like work out getting a new one. In some calendars, usually like the cheapest, shittest ones will do that. For the more forgetful
There
people.
probably
out
are 16 Eternals.
Fuck, I don't fucking know how many Eternals there are. It's probably just an infinite number of them. They just keep adding them.
They never
like-
die, so...
Yeah. Do they breed?
So I guess it is the equivalent of the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah, I get. Yeah,
It
I
must
think it
be.
is.
Sounds fucking lame though. What do they do? What do the Eternals do?
There'll just be like loads of Captain Marvels just flying around lasering shit. Just boring ass fucking.
Oh yeah, I saw that
CG.
earlier as well. That meme of Hideo Kojima just talking about films he's seen. So he's like, oh,
Yeah.
and he talks really. He in his little, in a little tweet, he'll talk quite passionately about some things he liked, and then for Captain Marvel, it's just saw Captain Marvel. Full stop. Didn't say it was bad, but.
In other news, I wanted to bring this up because I think it's lol. So Anthem is dead. They killed Anthem.
Yay!
Which is... what a waste of fucking time that entire project was. Holy shit. A waste of time and money. And like, going back to that original Anthem like reveal trailer and like listening
Destiny
to the
killer.
comments.
It's gonna kill
Yeah.
Destiny this one. Destiny doesn't even want to die. Destiny is just like there's like I can't think what it is. I think there's some like the idea of the warrior who just wants to be killed already. It's just kill me, but no one can beat it. It's just desperate to be killed, but no one can do it.
Ebony Warrior from Skyrim.
Fuck you. Anthem wasn't level 81 yet. He just couldn't do it. He needed to be level 81. And
Did you guys
Pathetic.
ever try it?
Yes, I
Very
tried the
briefly?
beta.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
tried
the
the
reason I didn't
beta.
buy the game.
Yeah, I thought it was shit. It really sucked.
I don't know
Yeah.
why. The thing you need for a live service that's going to be like, if you're designing a game to be like Destiny, so at release, contentless, waste of money, blah blah blah, it has to have good gameplay at the core.
hmm
So EA was
Yeah.
like, right, we need to copy Destiny. Let's get BioWare. Let's get the guys who've never made like stellar gameplay.
Can you imagine that? Like the conversation where they go to the head of BioWare and they're like, "You're gonna make this," and he's just like, "They're just like." Well, I said he, but they, I don't know who they are. They could just, what?
Yeah.
What? It's like
Like
when they
that-
just got Visceral. What did they have? They had Visceral working on some bullshit that they would never
Yeah,
want to work on.
Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield
Yeah,
Hardline.
Look,
and then they
this
just
is the
closed
cycle.
them.
This is
Yeah.
the cycle of EA Studios. They get the studio, they
Mismanage
make
all their
something
studios.
awesome and original, and then they dilute that awesome and original thing until it's just totally fucked. So, Dead Space 1, awesome. Dead Space 2, awesome. Dead Space 3, piece of shit, third-person shooter, crap. Mass Effect 1, like, good game.
Awesome.
Mass Effect 2, masterpiece. Mass Effect 3, good game. Mass Effect Andromeda, just fucking
Like,
bullshit,
just
third
so
person,
bad.
embarrassing. And then Anthem.
But they started fucking with Mass Effect with Mass Effect 2
Mhm.
and the Cerberus
Yeah,
network
the
and then
Cerberus network
3
and the
with
pass.
Yeah.
But their tendrils get like deeper and deeper
Yeah.
And then after
every
all that,
time.
once it starts to look like it's not financially viable like it used to be, they just assign that studio to something that they would never fucking make. And then once that game obviously doesn't do well, underperforms financially, whatever, they just kill them. It's like, okay, well, your
Yeah.
studio's dead. So,
Well, yeah, imagine the fall from grace BioWare have had from the Mass Effect trilogy and Dragon Age to then Anthem and Mass Effect Andromeda.
I mean, I do think it's a little bit excessive, like the fall from grace they've had, considering, like, Mass Effect 3, bad ending, but the game is, like, solid and people still like it, blah, 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 especially with the Citadel thing. And then Dragon Age Inquisition, like, Dragon Age fans like that, I think. I'm not actually sure. I never could get into it. I really just don't like Dragon Age, but I don't think it was awful. I just don't like it. And then, they make one bad game, and yeah, it is really bad. But
2 bad
it's
games.
like, what was the other one? What?
Anthem.
Anthem and
Oh, of
Andromeda.
course. Yeah. Well, but the thing about it is, obviously, we know anyone who's, you do a bit of reading, you know that the main team had been assigned to Anthem, and they were just like, "Oh, we don't want to make this." And then, like, they had like the C team making Andromeda, who were just like, "We literally don't know how to make this." So it's just great.
Yeah, 'cause
great job,
they-
EA.
At that time as well, EA was forcing every dev to use Frostbite.
That's right.
Um,
Did you
So
see
stupid.
EA came out and they were like, they made a statement. They were planning to have the next Dragon Age be like an online
wow.
a Destiny game, but they only reeled it back because of Anthem.
Fucking morons. They just, these studios need to realize, like, Destiny occupies the space. Destiny has muscled in, and now it owns it. You can't beat it. You just can't. I mean, like,
Yeah,
there are games like there are
And
other
Activision
live
dropped them.
services. But,
Activision wanted to get out of business with them. They weren't happy with the relationship.
But also, what the fuck is the point? From what I understand, Dragon Age Inquisition did well.
yeah,
It profited. So they have an
like it.
audience there. So why change that to something they obviously don't want?
Because the recurring spending.
yeah. It's that recurrent.
No, but
what do we call it?
then
Recurrent
you
user spending. Yeah, recurrent user spending. That's
Then
it.
you risk it just being Anthem, though. Then you get no profit.
Mm-hmm.
It makes
Yeah, the Ubisoft
no
way
sense.
makes more sense. Like, I don't really like it either, but at least they're making single-player games, and yeah, they have stores and shit, but it's not ruining the integrity of the, like, basic foundational level of what the thing is.
Yeah, the difference with Ubisoft is that their games were actually never good.
Yeah, Ubisoft suck.
Yeah, so who... Well, actually, I suppose it was quite a big community of, when Anthem was, like, coming up and people were talking about it, and they were talking about, like, the loot game, and yeah, we're actually listening. And I think it was with I can't remember if it was with Anthem or Avengers. I think it was at Anthem actually, where the dev team were not allowed to talk about Destiny or like contrast or compare to Destiny in any direct way. Like, so I don't know how they could even like broach making the game if they didn't even want to try to compare themselves to the contemporaries which they were aping. It just makes no sense. But I was actually shocked when they announced that they were going to try and fix it. It was too deeply fucked because, as you said, the gameplay loop was really bad. Like, everyone who's played Destiny, everyone says the same thing, where like the shooting on a fundamental level feels good, you know. And
well, yeah, that's like the
Anthem never
major
had that.
difference because Bungie made Halo, the franchise that revolutionized console shooters. BioWare made a game that revolutionized Western RPGs, not games where it like feels really good to just mindlessly kill shit. I feel sorry for BioWare in that regard.
Yeah, they've been fucked, totally fucked by EA, who just don't seem to understand how to manage any of their assets, any of their IPs. They just have no idea what they're doing.
From what I understand as well, they had a bit of the cyberpunk problem, where when during development, they basically just kept saying, "We made the Mass Effect trilogy, like, we can't fail."
Right. Yeah.
So that's why Andromeda, and I mean, not the only reason, but
It doesn't
it
help.
One
contributed.
of the many reasons, yeah. In slightly better news, there was a little bit of Halo Infinite stuff dropped the other day.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't mind ending this first segment talking about. Did you guys see this?
Yeah.
Let me just send you this picture, because obviously I'd seen the screenshots, but when you see a direct comparison, like...
So the picture you just sent, demo reveal, then 6 months later. Yeah, it despite not showing any video, anything of the game actually in motion, I am much more pleased by what I'm seeing from these screenshots and the things they're saying, describing it as a sandbox game first and foremost, and showing like the environments and how the day-night cycle will affect it. I just always feel like it's such a like obvious idea to get as much usage out of an environment as possible, because like
more real.
Yeah, and like if you're playing multiplayer maps on like maps that have like day-night cycles, if you're like replaying an environment over and over again, it feels different each time. And if they like, I don't know how deep they're going with like in the dark. Do you have to use like a flash?
That would be sick.
Flashlight.
I'd like that. That'd be like Halo 1 again.
Your way through it.
Yes, you need to use your flashlight.
There's definitely a lot of potential. And yeah, the look of the game. It is the thing we've been saying. Like it's the first time 343 with one of their Halo projects seemed to be doing something like ambitious and that hadn't actually been done before in the franchise. Like, yeah, they made just like kind of standard campaigns for 4 and 5. There's nothing really crazy in there. Whereas here, we've all said it for so long, like an open world Halo ring you can explore. You know, if properly, if implemented the right way, and it not just being Destiny, could be super fun. Because that is still my big fear, that like they've gone to the effort of making this huge map, but the way if you interact with it, if it is just a straight line kill and a bunch of enemies that spawn, and then follow the line again type design of like those MMO
Destiny
lights.
missions.
Yeah, that would be really disappointing, because there's so much potential for like story stuff, and I have a bit more hope because I have more hope because of what they've shown already and how they keep saying about the story.
Well, yeah, they've obviously, I mean, they've got like, you can interact with the environment. They've already shown you can interact with the environment in a more meaningful way than you can in Destiny at all. You know, you have a grapple hook instantly. You know, they're going to be thinking, how the fuck can we make the Master Chief use the grapple hook? We need to come up with every way that a player would want to use a grapple hook, and we need to put it in the game. That isn't something that you see in Destiny. You know, to like shit all over Destiny because Destiny does what it does, and it does it fine, does it well even. But I think just with the grapple hook and the idea that they're thinking about the spaces and they're thinking about it in a 4D chess kind of way.
I guess I'm more concerned about their thought process and how they're going to reward the player. Because I guess that's my biggest Destiny fear, is because I really don't really like the way you're rewarded for playing that game. Whereas I like the kind of simplicity of the original Halo idea, where kind of the rewards are just finding like weapons on the map and the 30 seconds of fun. And if it becomes like finding different weapon variants and like mods and pickups and shit, I don't know how Halo that would be, but again, it's all conjecture because they haven't really revealed that much. But what do you think, Jim?
My main hope, this is how I've felt since like the beginning, but Microsoft has so much riding on this game.
They really need it to do well.
Because they don't have anything that can compete with any one of Sony's exclusives. Like they've got Game Pass, sure, but
it can't just do well either. It needs to actually be a good game. It has to be fucking
That's
good.
What I mean, though. It needs to be equivalent to like God of War. It just has to be a quality game. It shouldn't be about making the mega COD bucks. It should be about releasing something that like actually leaves an impact.
I just find it shocking how little kind of support the Halo franchise has really got. Like it got more like experimentation from when Bungie originally had it, where they made like Halo Wars 1. You really would expect when like 343 took off that they would be like having multiple projects on the go.
EA got Star Wars and did fuck all with that. What is it about like this total apathy that you seem to see now in the games industry? Huge license
and that's with
gets
Star
handed
Wars
to you.
and Halo.
Yeah,
like, oh my God.
And then what? You do nothing with it. They're just like, well, we got this. So I guess
we have Halo. Let's make COD.
I mean, I think this is better than if we'd have just started getting yearly Halos.
My point is, if this was the plan,
it's just
I feel like
what's the plan?
Yeah,
there
they
definitely
keep
wasn't
talking.
a plan.
No, because they've talked about how like they wanted Halo 5 to be like a spin-off game, but that like became Halo 5. Like they wanted to do kind of spin-off projects like ODST style stuff. Yeah. Whereas it seems like they're trying to build like a foundation that would be easier to expand on in some way. I don't know. It just seems crazy that they wouldn't be doing more with the property. It's like dead. James has been saying it for years. Like it's been dead for a long time.
They really should have made Halo 5 a spin-off though. Calling it Halo 5 makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
Halo Guardians or some shit. Yeah, it'd be easier to ignore too. Because did you see in the article they had like a bit of a story tease thing with like an audio clip that had like Chief talking about Cortana and...
I didn't see that. Was it good? Is it worth listening to, or Kring and best left alone?
I'd say it's worth listening to if you're into the kind of hype cycle stuff they start doing. Because they're actually teasing like the Halo 5 side of the story with the evil Cortana thing, and that she has some control over the ring or whatever. So we'll see. I'm feeling a bit better than I did before. We need to see it in motion, and we need like a multiplayer reveal, I think, before.
I do wish they'd had this way of showing it off the whole time, with just like
a monthly update.
Yeah, bi-monthly updates or whatever of just screenshots and letting us know.
I will say, I don't really have the fear of the game like looking really ugly and running bad.
Yeah,
it definitely looks like it's going to look kind of great, actually.
Yeah, especially because the game still has like a real long time. I'm sure they're going to make it as smooth as possible.
Did you see that they said that they finished all the content that's going to be in the game? Like it's all done. Now it's just them polishing everything. So that's interesting. Good, maybe.
Anything, James, before we go into the mid-break?
No, that's pretty much everything's said. Like, I'm not... I've lost faith in Halo, so I just want the product to speak for it. If the product is good, I will have faith, but I'm not going to look at anything, because we should have learned by now, just don't look at anything. Like Cyberpunk, just get to the end product and then have an opinion. Don't go into
No, I think it's fine to look at stuff and like what they're saying about the game, but it's more manage your expectations, you know?
Well, the best thing about Microsoft exclusives now is that if you have Game Pass anyway, you can
No risk,
download
baby.
something. Yeah, you can
no
download something when it
stakes.
comes out, try it for an hour or whatever, and then just uninstall it if it sucks.
Yeah, okay. And on that note, we'll see you after D's.
You get your monkey Strenk.
Welcome to the part of the show where we go over and thank our Patreons over at Patreon for the lovely support. Big thanks to White Jacob, Ruben eating crunchy ice. Oh my god, so true, bestie. We live in a society where I thought stereotypes were kind of ridiculous. Hot AI booty mendicant bias, doo woo woo, clunge bob spunk trunks, ooh yeah, ooh look what you've done to my bloody shed, man. That's a good one. Subscribe to Colossal is Crazy. Will you be the pisser punani to my pisser dick and make me the happiest man on earth? Crash Punk. David Bowie died a day before the first Childcast. He then went on to be reborn as Dick the Head. Changed my mind. Snort. Minga dinga winga twing molesting a child in Sweden gets you 7 days in prison. See you in a week, guys. If you change that to Swindon, it's as believable. Minge for eyes, Fancy Nancy, sucking on James's fat milkers, Little Ducky, Big Chungus, William, God Dibby, I'll be anything for you, God Dibby, just tell me what you want me to do. C3PO's long golden slong, in the face shot, boom, brains everywhere, not the knee, not the arm, not the spine, face, it has to happen. I forgot to change my name for like 4 weeks and I'm shitting myself, Ruben will shout at me. Salad 543, there existed an addiction to squash. Right, what the hell kind of name is Piss a Dick, eh? How to Muppet like you pass election. Adam McBride, Krusty Kamikaze. If James is piss a dick, who is shitter arse? I used to be a jarling like you, but then I took a willy to the bum. Or a bit rude of you to comment on me. 25 bollocks in it, bruv. Harriet Broadley. Yo dudes, the Jar Media Patron is pretty chill. Maybe you should like come join or something. Big Cheeser. Listen to Sound Ancestors. Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing with that blimp? Do I hate Jars bars? Johnny, yes, Papa, pounding pussy, yes, Papa. Jar Media's Lord of the Rings, The Return of King Julian.
Thank you to the Dupster, aka KSI LGBTQ+. Flag stolen, flag dropped. ODST standing by. Odie. God Etamidag Morgan, Kveld Ella Nat Dammer Og Hera, out of the damn way, aka Review Tech Blackwater. I remember you was conflicted, misusing your influence, and it went a little something like this. The Bush. KSI, please stop wearing my mother's wedding dress. Import 3D guest. You know, I've always thought Patreon names were a little ridiculous. Mine aim is Akpan. And Dice Tough, Lego Sup Mike Ock. Boogie2988. Gilbert the Awesome One. Catheter Bag, Capri Sun. This Patreon is the evil fucking penguin from Wallet and Gromis. The curse of the Nate's Minifigs. Check him out on Instagram. Cortana. Relay coordinates. Shlomzion Hamalka 15 9418203 Jerusalem, Israel. To the chief. I'd like to have a bucket with him. Squidward tennis balls. Big Muscle TV. 011 IE2. Mr. Cheesy Watsits that crunch on his head. 1000. Boris Johnson versus Margaret Thatcher, Dawn of Brexit. Come 8, this time it's piss. Big Mouth Episode 1, The Phantom Douche. Cobalt Red. Ruben's Special Boy. That Nest of Dungars. PP Poo Poo Cum. Cum Sex Asshole. Drain My Cock Johnson. Chaser the Dragon. My ancestors are smiling at me, Review Tech Tamriel. Can you say the same? 21 Grammys. Superstar Frammies. We the New Jack Me's, I'm all about that act me's. Blade Runner 2077. All of these names and more at the Jar Media Patreon. Sign up today. BDSM Wax Play uses special wax with the melting point slightly higher than human body temp. therefore could be melted and drank. That I fucked my sister thanks to James. Joseph Jewish Jarling, public kangaroo executioner. Doug Walker holding James's hand softly while teaching him how to suck a cock. I am the glob go lab. Jack, Tom Fudging Armstrong. Welcome to the Islamic Communist Revolution. The Christian capitalist status quo has gone on too long.
Hello and thank you. Hi, honey. I'm home from the future. Cosmic mapping. Piss drinkers unleashed. I'm going to get a detailed back piece tattoo of Argy, and you can't stop me. Aaron Kavanagh. League of Super Evil. Voltar. Dr. Frog. Red Menace. Doomageddon. League of Evil. League of Super Evil. Gun to my clunge. Noble Doble. Michael Mann 2000. Steven is Human. Conotado. Butter me up some porn on the cob. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Harbor. That one episode of the Angry Joe show where they dressed up as unkempt testicles. I'm not fucking joking. What? Cassia fucking Manigan. And wait, where's David Wallace? Did he unsubscribe from us? This is breaking my heart. David, please. My mum found my Patreon bills and thought it was like OnlyFans and that I was giving money to naked internet girls whose heads were beheaded. Well, the 17,000 people that SBA order to execute. Often revolutions don't bring any good. Thomas Martin, Evan Pierce, Thomas Pierce, Martin, Evan, Barton Pierce, Thomas the Handjob, Martin, Evan, Jevon, Farton, on the Canton, Thomas. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded. I'm ordering you to surrender that AI. Cohog, Police Department supports gamers. Quebec Films. Chris Warren, there's no mouth to urinate in. Aura. Mercedes, Cool Dip Chip, Keck Flexington, Numa Banana, Ben, Fartbag, George Kenwood Parker, Farndle, Fiddle aka The Cream Dimension, Dream Awful 2142. The gorillas from Sing go on a holiday to Swindon on a trip to see the 8th wonder of the world, the Magic Roundabout. Rutro Raggy, Raimi is going Reast of Roy, Fionn O'Gorman, Melvin, brother of the Joker, Tomcat, King Kong Fan 3, David Wallace, and finally, Fat Cock Man.
Big thanks to Pimp Cowboy, William Knowles, Acolyte. I'm sorry I cheated on you, Pissadick. I couldn't help myself around your sister. Milk a tit, says Drinker Mouth. James is the milkmaid. His milk is delicious. Danny G. Base Lord. Review Tech Grips Dibidosa. Edgy Erica. Alex sensually whispering razor flesh into your ear. Mama Death Stranding butthole pics. Check out Nate's minifigs on Instagram. Lewis Big Boy Borshro Horsborough. Ferdia Pleeman. Sam Buckley, aka Review Tech Swindon. Number 1 Lisa Ann fan. Snake, what happened? Snake, answer me, Snake. Snake! Sam, Mordekaiser Mains Rise Up. Adam Johnston, Tom Buis, Juan Hernandez. Jam, SpongeBob SquarePant. Honey, I'm hurt. I swear I'm not. Hey Speedster, hope you're doing well. I hope you jar boys are doing well too. Caleb. Logie Bear. To elaborate, James got that Henry Cavill look and I was like, oh damn, you get me? Jake White. Big Whoops. Gremblo. Spock, The Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan. Moo me, ma me, moo moo, mammy, mammy, moo me, mammy, mama, mama. Big Cheese. Kuta Panda. 1110110 V. Lucy Ty is an Asian anal queen. Local units, all units. Randy Ruins Patreon. Justice for Ben Shapiro. Just kidding, fuck that guy. The douche, the life and deaths of Nick Kroll. Katia fucking Manigan, Ambush Annoying Orange, and finally David Wallace. Thanks for the support, everyone. Welcome to the Ro part of the cast, where we answer Ros from the Jar community over on our subreddit. Head over to the suggestion thread and ask us whatever you like. Yawn Mel is going to start us off with a sad one. Any thoughts on Daft Punk's breakup? I'm personally sad to see it happen, as there's my favourite band, but all good things must come to an end.
I'm fucking heartbroken, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it.
I'm fucking upset, because there's one thing in my life. I would destroy my entire future for one thing, and that's seeing a live. They did it fucking twice in how many years? Nope,
20.
Never happening. Just fuck.
Well, yeah, that was always like a dream in the back of my mind, but the more realistic one was, yeah, maybe I'll get at least one more Daft Punk album before I die. Just one more.
That's what I was hoping for. Just maybe one.
This
But
is the
no.
bullshit thing though, because I don't know if I'm like still in the stages of grief. Because in my mind, like the possibility of there someday being another album or song or something, just something, like it still exists in my head that it's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I would have preferred to just hear nothing.
No, yeah. I think it's like Halo. Like if Halo, like in my mind, Halo's been dead. Daft Punk's been dead since Wham. If they just did no news at all, that would have been much better to me, because I just assumed they're dead anyway.
Well, yeah, it reminds me a bit of like Gorillaz after Plastic Beach. There was like some argument that went down, and it just seemed like they would just never make anything ever again. But then years later, something comes of it. But I don't know if I can really see that happening here.
So what has actually happened? Because I've heard things saying they've retired. Makes sense, and I've heard they've broken up. What's the deal?
Daft Punk as a project is over for the time being. You could see them reunite in some years to come, but I would say, at least a decade would pass before we saw something like that. Maybe even 2. I mean, the 2 guys, they'll continue probably to do whatever they do. They're not going to stop making music ever. It's what they do. It's like their passion. So
I'm pretty sure Thomas is going into being a director.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you watch the final video?
The epilogue. Yeah, it was made up of the of shots of their movie, the one they
Yeah.
directed. Really fucking boring movie. But
I've heard that.
It's nothing. There's nothing there but really cool visual things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you've seen on like YouTube videos and whatnot.
Classic pretentious French bullshit right there, man. Just the way they do it.
Yeah, maybe it's a good thing they broke up.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would be like just one final song or something.
Yeah.
But no.
It has made me go back and listen to a bunch of their songs, and like fucking hell, no one did what they did, like to the quality of them. Unbelievable music.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I put on RAM, I just appreciate the
Yeah.
actual like audio quality. Like just how high quality the like recording is.
No, that's an interesting Wikipedia read.
Oh really?
Yeah, on that album, because they went all out. Like it was just sort of designed to be the peak of sound.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's our ratings then on all of the albums?
Damn.
You really just going to drop that on me right now?
I've got an answer already. I've got more.
Mm-hmm.
Alive 2007, Discovery, Human After All, Wham, and then Homework.
Not a based answer at all. Not at all based.
Alive is the best album. Easy. And you know this, Ruben, because we spoke about this. You know that.
Not based. Not based.
Discovery's top tier. We all know that.
I don't think I can. It's just sort of like, all of their albums are like S tier.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're all incredible.
Maybe Human After
They're
All.
also going
like
for
A.
like
I don't know.
massively different
that's
things.
the thing. I can't compare the Homework as like a classic. Well, I don't know. I guess it's like French house of the 90s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Discovery is kind of still that, but moving a bit away from it, and incorporating like a bit. I don't know. I guess there's like some disco elements to it. Human After All, are like a total like techno album. Alive is just a fucking amazing live album, and then they make a soundtrack, Patron.
Yes.
And that's good. And the only redeeming thing about the film is their music, and their music makes me want to watch the film. Then I watch the film, I'm reminded that it sucks and it's really boring, but their music's really good, so it's kind of tough that.
They need to do a cut of that movie where all of the sound is taken out aside from the soundtrack.
Yeah,
like
I'd watch that. I would definitely watch that. And then Random Access Memories is like their homage to the music which inspired the genre that then inspired them to make music within that genre. You know, because obviously disco led to a lot of the shit that they were sampling for everything. It's like a circle. They completed the cycle there. It's all done.
Yeah, actually, when you see all of the albums in a line like that, it does actually
that's
seem
exactly
pretty
what
complete.
I'm just circling my mouse around. No one can even. I was just circling my mouse. I was like gesturing as if anyone can see it. But yeah, man, it's a complete project. It's over. Daft Punk, man, they did it. They came, they saw, they made the best shit, and then they fucked off.
Yeah, could be worse, I suppose. Could be like a
They could've
Freddie
died.
Mercury thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could have died. That would suck.
I think about that sometimes. Like, what if Freddie Mercury was like alive and was just kept making music that whole time? Be cool.
What if he is one of the Daft Punks?
Yeah, he did the vocals on Human After All.
On Technologic.
God, guys, I just had a sip of Coke Zero. Fucking sucks compared to Pepsi Max.
Giorno Pizza has one for us. I was shaving my balls while listening to the latest episode, and I have to say it was an exquisite experience. Hearing all of your silky smooth voices while making my balls look dashing was the highlight of my day. My ball shaving experience has never been that good before.
We are really funny, and the trouble is if you're shaving and we make you laugh too hard, you might slip and slice your nutsack open, and I just don't want to hear it. I thought that's where it was going, to be honest with you, so I cut myself.
The question part, though. My question is...
oh, there was a question.
Which Madagascar character is each part of the male penis?
Oh.
Left ball, right ball, shaft, and head.
All right, so this is simple.
Marty's the
The
head.
left and right ball are Gloria and Melman.
Wait, which is which though? Because I'm thinking left ball is Melman.
No, everyone has like one ball that droops down.
no,
which
it's
one is the
whatever's-
drooper?
But the droopy one's Gloria.
Yeah, it's Gloria. Yeah, so
Heavy
whichever one
one.
that is, I guess it changes depending on who you are. And then the shaft is Marty, because really he makes up the bulk of of the funny in that film, Marty. And then at the head,
What do you mean that
the-
film? You mean those
No,
films?
no, I disagree there.
I think
I
of the
disagree.
second one when I think of Madagascar as a whole. I
Oh,
think
but
of Madagascar 2.
he gets like the least screen time in Madagascar 2. He's
Yeah,
like
but
barely
he's funny in it though when he is in it.
No,
Then
Alex
the
is the
fu-
shaft.
Yeah, Alex. No, Alex is the head of it because he gets all the glory.
Yeah, like a
but
main
the
as well.
shaft- Yeah, but the shaft is what sort of really,
And
Marty
he's a
being the
sensitive little
shaft.
pussy too.
Yeah,
That's why.
exactly.
You
Who's
just
the
described-
foreskin? No, but where's the foreskin of all of this?
No, this
this doesn't.
circumcised.
I don't like that. That's just penis one in Cyberpunk, and I'm not interested in it. I want
No,
penis
that's
Penis
two.
one.
too, isn't it?
I don't remember which way round it is. I played the game when it came out.
I guess
finished
it's
it,
America,
and I haven't
so it
gone
might
back
be Penis
since.
one.
Alex Sandgren actually replied to their comments saying, I've also listened to them while shaving my balls. So I guess it's a bit of a trend going around
They
town
just
at the
listen to
moment.
us in the shower, I guess. I've never bothered listening to a podcast in the shower. I always figured the voices would get sort of drowned out by the water, where music can kind of punch through the sort of frequencies that voices are on. I kind of figured it wouldn't do it, but
Do you sing in the
I
shower?
I sing in the rain.
not often.
But you do, on occasion.
On occasion, but usually it's early in the morning when I'm having a shower and I got, I don't
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
singing.
That's the best time for singing. That's when the birds are doing it.
I can barely keep my eyes open. I close my eyes to wash my hair, and I'm like, I could just stand still and go to sleep here. Forget it.
James, do you sing in the shower?
Yeah, I'm fucking grooving. I'm fucking sticking the hose pipe up my ass, just fucking going at it,
Alex,
I
do
sing Gravity Hurts in the shower every morning.
you?
Samana Boney says, in a bunch of older episodes, you lot, especially Alex, kept on hyping up a super secret jar project in the works. Are you still making it? If you aren't, which would be my guess, then you can finally inform us of what your grand
No,
plan
we're-
was
we're
for
not.
said project.
We're not making it. We can't. It's impossible to finish.
That's not true.
Wait,
it is.
is this? Oh, wait, which project is this?
This is
What
EC.
Oh, this is EC. Is EC?
EC,
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no. Shh.
No, just we don't need to actually explain this because they don't deserve to know. But I will say, going back to that sad cringe post, the EC was actually on
Yeah.
that upvoted sad cringe GR picture thing.
The secret has
So,
been hiding in plain sight for a
yeah.
long, long time.
Yeah,
But it's never happening though.
never say never.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
no, 'cause it's not around anymore, is it?
Well,
No, we know. We know the
No,
EC
James.
is no more.
Princess Leia died and she was still in a movie.
Yeah.
When we get a big enough budget to,
Yeah, we'll just get the Disney VFX team.
yeah. We have enough footage anyway for an effective deepfake if we download some software.
I'm morally against it. So
We can deepfake the EC onto James. James can play the EC.
Son of Julius Caesar has one for us. If you could be a fly on the wall to any historical event, what event would that be? Personally, I think it would be really cool to go back in time and just watch a day in ancient Rome. Thanks, boys. Love the Yogs Pogs. Cringe. That's not a historical event, I want to point out. That's too
that's-
broad for my liking.
Yeah, that sucks. Shit answer, so we're not answering your question.
Mine would be
Yeah, I'm furious.
watching
actually.
the first dinosaur egg hatching.
Okay.
Well,
Why?
if I'm allowed to be a fly,
Wouldn't you want to discover some truth to something?
yeah, to see a dinosaur with my own eyes, my own fly eyes.
What truth is that?
What truth? What, to see them like walking around and like moving? It would be like
So
Jurassic Park in real life.
you don't necessarily believe that dinosaurs are real?
No, I believe they're real. I just think it would activate fight or flight to see them moving around.
Oh, that'd be terrifying. Imagine that. Just being a pathetic little Homo sapien looking at a fucking
Yeah,
dinosaur.
no, I had the moment it all clicked and came into place was I was on like some family holiday with Jim and my other family. I think we're at the Eden Project, which is like this
Oh my
place in
god!
Cornwall
Yeah,
where they
yeah.
have all these like these domes with all these different environments. They're like big greenhouses basically. And in the dome that was like the kind of desert environment, they had this like guy dressed up in this costume, this like weirdly good like dinosaur dress up costume thing. And it was like running around the dome, and I saw it like running around, and it did trigger like the fight or flight thing in my mind. Like
Yeah,
just
when
seeing
you-
like a huge
When you
bipedal
first see it-
monster.
Because this guy's wearing like leotards, black leotards, and his legs are attached to these fake dinosaur legs. But you don't notice his real legs at first. So it just, I thought like some dinosaur had just turned up. You know, some egg was in the Eden Project and it got too warm in there or something. It genuinely was like, you see it out the corner of your eye, you look at it, and then your heart sinks, and you're like, it's time to kill or time to fucking bolt.
Yeah, your ape brain just can't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I want to experience that. As a fly, especially?
Yeah.
James, I feel like you have an interesting one.
to what?
Fly on the wall on any historical event.
This is a hard one because it's just like there could be things that are like important.
I know what mine would be.
I'm trying to think. I've got an obvious answer, but that's just
What's
like
yours then, Ruben?
I'd want to be there the day before the Library of Alexandria got fucking destroyed, and I'd
yeah.
fly on, I'd look around, man. I'd be fly on the wall in every goddamn wall, and then maybe hang around for when they burned it down, just have a look, see what's going on, aliens, that kind of thing.
You see, my mind goes immediately to conspiracy theories.
Yeah, no, I'm going down that path because I'm like, it would be really interesting to know who actually killed JFK.
Yeah, that's the
Steele.
one my mind went to.
Yeah.
Like
Was it
you're
Mason?
watching the
Was
guys.
it Mason?
Yeah. It was actually Woods.
Yeah, who was it?
But
Can you
also
imagine, like, you go there to see, and it is Mason. Like, what do you do? What is your response to that? Like, I think I'd have to kill myself. I think I'm involved in the conspiracy now.
You couldn't
Like,
tell anyone because they just think you're fucking. Just, like,
I
you lost
swear it is Mason, guys. What's the
And
point?
Hudson turns up at your door. No, but also, that guy, Bob Lazar. Check out what the fuck he was doing. If he actually saw some aliens, or if he was just like cracked out or something.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That would be interesting as well. Yeah.
Alex, you run the risk though if you do the dinosaur one. If it it like comes out the egg and it just looks like so fucking lame. Like we got all the fossils just totally wrong, and dinosaurs just fucking sucked. How bummed out would you be?
No, because that's a joke, isn't it? Where like you don't know what the fat density is because it's just bones. Well, not even like real bones that are left.
I think it's really cool. Those like artists have drawn a T-Rex.
Yeah.
It feels like a fat bird.
Yeah,
That to me looks kind of awesome.
kind of scarier in a weird
I
way.
haven't seen
Yeah.
this. A T-Rex if it's a fat bird.
Well, yeah, because like their little hands, they're kind of wing-like. You know, like if imagine if you had a penguin skeleton, and you had no idea what a penguin looked like. What kind of animal would you imagine to go on that skeleton? I guess they don't have teeth, but it makes a big difference.
Jim, was it you I was telling about the yellow penguin?
The yellow yeah.
Yeah, they found a yellow penguin.
Is it nice?
It was alright. Spacekeeper 44444444 says, if you had one chance to save him, how would you stop Brian from dying? I'd put Stewie in his stead.
I put
Damn.
Peter.
Peter?
No, not Peter.
No, I hate Peter.
I would have it so that the house next door was having an extreme home makeover, and we would have a really big bus blocking the road.
Hmm.
And when the Ty something or other is getting everyone to say move that bus, I'd shoot him in the head, and then it'd be chaos. The bus would probably try and turn around, and it would be all crazy. The car that was going to hit Brian wouldn't hit him; it would hit the bus.
Damn.
Maybe kill some children, but Brian lives. That's the main thing, right?
Or Stewie could become Darth Vader and learn how to stop people from dying. And go down that path, you know?
I don't
Yeah.
like that very much.
What, Darth Stewie? What's wrong with that imagery?
So lame.
Wait,
That's
in
already
the
a
actual-
thing, though.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot. Yeah, the Family
Yeah.
Guy movies.
I was thinking to myself,
I
wait a
thought that's
minute.
what you were alluding to.
I'd actually just forgotten that they did that.
Fuck's sake.
Max09 Willow 24 has one. A really weird one. Lads, I need some help. Recently, my mate told me that when he was 7, he saw a monkey's hand and arm in a soft play area coming out of one of the tunnels. After he saw it, it dashed off. Now, this sounds stupid, but when you take into consideration that around this time there was a monkey spotted in the area, it sounds like it could have happened. Or it might just be some weirdo in a monkey costume. This has not left my mind since he told me. Since I worship the almighty jar gods, please tell me if you think he's speaking the truth. Then he replied to it saying, this is ruining my life.
Well, I'd say it's bullshit because kids only bullshit.
Yeah, I mean,
I bullshitted a
as
lot.
much as I would
No,
love there to be a monkey, I just don't think there was, man. I'm sorry.
I think you'd need to hear the 7-year-old out. Hear their side of it, you know? Kids, they're very honest. So
They're also
I reckon
stupid.
if he genuinely saw one and he like could make the case for it, maybe I'd believe it. But yeah, I don't know. If he could be a tricksy little monkey himself, you know?
Well, you got the question, how would the monkey get in the tunnel of the ball pit?
Well, that's not really much of a concern to me because I think about like Boomerang and all that lot, and just the monkey in there would wreak havoc. How would you ever get it out?
Well,
Yeah, but how would you get
I
it
think
in?
the weirdest thing in this question is that, like, he said that other option is that it was a person in a monkey costume.
Yeah,
They're just laying motionless for hours on end.
Just
Yeah.
hiding
In
in
like
a
a ball
children's
pit.
play area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like getting covered in like piss and shit.
Honestly, out of those two options, I think it's more likely that there was a real monkey.
Yeah, I would sooner the monkey than a human being.
Someone like made a realistic monkey costume and went to a kid's play area and was just like running
Just
around.
to taunt 7-year-olds.
No, but you got to question how a monkey won't just get into a ball pit.
Why? They'd
Well, it
fucking
might.
love a ball pit.
No, but how
Yeah.
would they
He
get
didn't
there?
say
It's
ball
like
pit,
designed
did
for
he?
them.
He
said it-
a tunnel.
He said
Put
it
them
was
on
a
the
kid's
tunnels.
play area, right? Like a soft play area.
Some of the areas are pretty dank and like tucked away. I could imagine there being a little monkey zone.
No, but the thing is, if a monkey's gone loose in the area, it's not going to be able to get through any pipework because it's all like gated off. It'd have to walk through the front door, and if it did that, someone would see.
Well, look,
No, because they're in
it
like
would put on an
warehouses,
elaborate
aren't they?
disguise. It would put on an elaborate disguise. You know, he'd have a little hat and a trench
Hitman its
coat.
way in, yeah.
Yeah, and he would just walk
Well,
in.
I'm thinking like he takes the air vent or something. He climbs a
Yeah.
pipe, gets up to the top, goes through an air vent.
They can't. Ductwork ventilation's all sealed up on the other side, so you won't be able to get through.
What, James? Have you ever heard of the term monkey strength?
Have you ever
Yeah.
heard the term of I fitted ductwork and I know how it goes? I can tell you a monkey.
So they designed them to be monkey
You've clearly
proof,
never heard of monkey Strenk. You've clearly never heard of monkey Strenk.
Monkey Strenk.
Monkey Strenk. You've clearly
To be
never heard
honest,
of it.
I would say it was
Monkey
an
Strength.
imagination because I saw ghosts as a child, so it's probably your imagination.
Monkey strength. You
Monkey
aren't
strength.
you need to take monkey strength into an account. Into account. I can't do it anymore. It's all going wrong.
Oilholic has one for Ruben. Can Ruben still do his underdog Joe Pasquale impression? It's been far too long.
What? This one? Underdog. You get your monkey strength. Try and show it.
Ooh, we have a brilliant one that's directed at James.
Oh,
James,
no.
I'm going to need you to have like your phone ready with like Google Images, okay?
Yes, I've just popping up Google.
So Pass Force Worldwide says, could James please give us a part 2 for cartoon MILFs from the list below?
Okay.
So we need your
What?
Okay.
I'm trying to remember this topic. It was like months
remember
ago. We
It was
collected
last year.
all the famous TV show MILFs. Like
Well, no,
your Marge Simpsons, your
Louis.
Lois Griffins.
Mm.
Just to hear James's would he or wouldn't he?
One. I think.
Where did Lois come in the
Bottom.
MILF?
I'm pretty
What?
sure it was low.
No, you said yes to Lois.
Oh, no, I
didn't
did.
Lois is a hottie.
That-
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
It was just yes or no, right?
you? Yeah. So
Yeah.
these are the new ones, James. I need
Okay.
you to answer.
On
Okay?
Google.
So the first one is Timmy Turner's mum. That would be from Fail Your Parents.
No. Yes, that's a fucking straight yes. God damn.
Hang on, I've got to keep up with this.
Yeah, I'm keeping up as well.
So that's a yes for Timmy Turner's
Yes.
mum.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, well, you're forgetting he's the MILF hunter. So, what about Kyle's mum from South Park?
I'm fucking spelling mistakes everywhere.
What's her name? Like something
No,
Brofsky.
that's a hard no. That's a hard
the
pass.
aunt from Big Hero 6.
That's a fucking yes.
Mrs. Incredible.
I don't know how to say
Mrs.
it.
Incredible?
Yeah, I'm trying to spell it.
You know what Mrs. Incredible looks like? Come on.
Well, yeah, obviously. That's like the definitive cartoon MILF.
Yeah. So that's a yes, obviously, yeah?
Yes, obviously.
Peggy Hill?
Peggy Hill, is that?
Hank Hill.
No,
So-
that's a no. Any others, or was that the last one?
Last one. The mum from Dexter's Lab.
That's also a no.
Okay.
Wait, so you said yes to Timmy Turner's mum, but not...
Yes.
Okay.
There's no logic to the MILF ratings, Jamie. It's just you just know it, okay?
Mumbo Bumbo has maybe the most fucked up question I've ever snagged for this. Hi Joe, so my question is, if you had a really smelly room, could you remove the smell by hoovering the air? Like holding the hoover up at the mostly smelly areas. I'm asking this question because I've been farting like mad lately. Change of diet to achieve effect. He added in parentheses, and was wondering, would you need a window open to reload the air? or would the smell particles be destroyed by the movement of the hoover?
You need to reload the air.
Wait,
Reload that air.
so they're saying that their room smells because they changed diet. Like, the smell is just staying.
They said that the implication is that they changed their diet to achieve an effect. The effect being that they wanted to fart a lot, but now they have a new problem.
You got to
where it
reload the
fucking
air.
reeks.
That's it. You got to open the windows because like your farts are going to stick to the curtains and the carpet, man. You're going to fill that room with fart, and it's going to be a fucking mess.
No.
You're going to have to open some windows.
I'm just picturing someone's standing in a room farting and then vacuuming up the farts.
Well, no,
It's
easy
dry.
solution. Fart, but have a vacuum on, like under your ass at all times. So just
Just
fart.
yes, just
Yeah, you got to start vacuuming the area, then fart.
It's
I feel
preemptive.
like that would work. Yeah.
What you do
Otherwise,
is
this
you
is just-
do it while you're laying in bed, so you can trap all of the fart gas. And then if you breathe it all up, you're just getting rid of it all. Holy shit! No, I know where this guy's coming from because I had a fucking kebab yesterday, and my farts can kill people right now. You just have to.
Did
open
you
the window.
reload the air?
Yeah, I reload the air constantly. Get a few diffusers
Well,
going.
No,
again,
but
candle.
that smell should never linger.
What, the fart smell?
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't. Like fart
Oh, I
smells
mean,
don't linger.
You know,
What if you don't have a
when
vacuum cleaner handy?
What if you fart and you're sat down on like a thick blanket? When you move, the fart, you get a bit more of it, don't you? You know, like if you're laid in bed, you got the duvet over, you fart. There's some fart trapped under the bed. you
Yeah,
know,
it's
like,
fucking disgusting.
and if you keep farting, eventually the room just stinks of fart. It stinks, just smells of farts.
Yeah, whenever
No,
I
but
go
that should
into
never
whatever room
last.
Argy's been in, just
That
stinks
shouldn't
of
last
farts.
longer than
No,
like,
don't talk about
half an
Argy.
hour.
Argy's not a
Max.
good example. Because
Unless you're like on a
Oh,
spaceship.
he's a disgusting little beast. With
Oh,
the
he
smell.
ate 4 Oreo like eggs the other day.
what?
I had like a pack of them in my backpack that I'd left in by my desk, and he got in the room and opened my backpack and opened them and ate them all.
Why is he so fucked up?
Can you imagine that, eating 4 of those in the
You know-
space of like a couple minutes?
No, but the thing is,
It's fucking Alex's reaction to every time like Argy does something fucking ridiculous, and it's just like there's just like fear in the laugh almost. like, what
Oh,
will
there's
he do
definitely
next?
fear. No, the first time he did that, I was concerned because obviously chocolate's awful for dogs.
see,
and,
no, but
and
the
the whole
thing,
allergy side of it.
those Oreo eggs, like I could only barely eat 2 in a sitting because they're fucking really strong. They're so chocolatey, they feel sick. How could he just destroy 2 and not feel anything?
No, we have 4.
4.
Yeah.
He's fucked up. No, but it's weird because no matter what happens, he finds food. Even if you put it in the most bizarre place, he finds it and he just fucking eats all of it. He's a fucked up dog.
The other day, I had some meal that had like aubergine and what's the horrible courgette, yeah, had courgette in it as well. So there were a couple chunks of like courgette left over on my plate, and I left it there, like on the coffee table, and when I came down in the next morning, Augie hadn't touched it, and I was like surprised. I was like half leaving it there as a test to see if he would even try, considering that it's not like he loves cheese. So if there's no cheese involved, I figured he wouldn't really be interested. But it wasn't there when I came down in the morning. But then within the space of like 15 minutes, he'd like just eaten it. Like it's like he waited for me to be around and be like wary of it before he ate it, so he could like purposefully annoy me.
That's weird.
Yeah.
He's trying to get a reaction, is what he's doing.
He's like trying to piss me off or something. Vibrating Pablo has a penultimate one. If Piss a Dick was a person or a living thing, how would Piss Dick look like? Could someone provide a sketch? I like to imagine your conversations in my head and would like verified draft or what Piss a Dick would look like. Also, if James is Piss a Dick, what would he be wearing with his particular costume?
Blue jumper, white sort of shirt, I think, under it. I want to say a pair of blue jeans, possibly some sunglasses and a hat. Was it purple? I thought it was a blue one.
It might be blue.
The shirt was blue.
The shirt was okay. Yeah, and there was definitely sunglasses
baby
and
blue.
a hat. A hat. Was it the Sonic hat?
Hat, yeah.
It was the Sonic hat.
And sunglasses. Why did you wear all that stuff, James?
Wait,
Genuinely so fucking embarrassing.
Why did you wear all that shit?
wait, stop. I wore all those things. Wait, I did this?
You're Piss a Dick.
Wait, no,
Gasted
when
James
no,
into believing it.
when did Piss a Dick become a thing?
It was New Year's
It was
Day.
New Year's Eve. I thought it was New Year's Eve. It was a
I thought
fateful
it was like at New Year's. It was like we were together because it was New Year's.
Yeah, on New Year's Eve, right? Or had it tipped over into the next?
I'm not sure if it had gone past. I guess it hadn't gone past midnight because James wouldn't have been so loud being Piss a Dick.
No, my memory's gone. I thought Piss a Dick was just a jar joke. I didn't know this is like an actual thing like from before. But I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you admitted it.
You're fucking with my mind. Why are you doing this?
Gaslighting
You made
James.
Piss a Dick.
We've actually convinced them.
This isn't funny.
This is how the CIA did it. This is how they do it.
You genuine-
Yeah.
Do you not remember though, James?
Shut up. No.
This is the next Black Ops game.
Why can't you remember?
You went through a red door, and then you put on a blue jumper. And sunglasses.
I hate you. You're abusing my sleep-deprived mind.
James, well, we've got one more question then.
Is this
Go
about
on,
shit
HGK.
arse?
No, unfortunately it's not about shit or else, but it is about something equally as important. They say, is the song Blame Game by Kanye's Most Beautiful Dark Twisted Fancy part of the Madagascar lore due to it featuring Marty on the outro? Is Kanye in fact playing the role of Melman and trying to contact Gloria only to find out she dates Marty?
Damn.
I every time I listen to that song, I do get a good laugh at that bit.
Wait.
So fucking terrible.
Do you not like it?
Just I just can't deal with. Oh man, because you go from this, my
Easy
problem with
taught
it.
me.
You go from let's play to blame game. I love you, and like sort of not sentimental, but kind of dramatic instrumental. And say, I was in Pussy Town. It's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, but don't you just picture Marty like?
Easy taught me.
Was that question specifically for James?
Yeah, why was it just for James?
I knew he'd like it.
Well,
Thoughts,
James, we're waiting.
Yeah,
I've never listened to it.
let's just say you like it more because of it. Just say that. We can all move
Wait,
on.
you've never heard Blame Game, James?
Have you never listened to that album?
No, no. There's only one good song on it.
Which is?
Stronger.
Shut the fuck up. That's not
Thank you for watching this episode of the Charm Media Podcast. I hope you had a good few funnies. Let's take it away.
You get your monkey, Strenk.